So now you have an edge with some tension on it. Yeah? Did you feel that tension? That's what double axles are made of, and triple axles. You have to have that tension. And it's not at the very end. It's on the entire glide. Now, here's my little speech about axles. As we know, coaches and skaters, this is the only jump that we take off forward. So it can be a little scary, right? All the other jumps we get to use hooks and toes and all kinds of things. But the axle, we are gliding forward and we have to take off. So the one thing that I find is that with an axle, you need to be the boss of this jump. It's more of an attitude thing. So now you've got a nice preparation. You have a nice glide, okay? So the jump has a good chance. Now you have to be in charge, okay? You can't go into it hoping and praying that you're gonna land it. Like, you have to charge into this thing. Do you ever see an airplane take off? Goes down the runway, it speeds up, it speeds up, it speeds up, it speeds up, and it goes. So, same thing with an axle. You have to, when you're going backwards, you could be at a moderate, safe speed, but as I'm stepping forward, I need to accelerate and be the boss of this jump. So I'm going to accelerate into it and up, all the way to the top, okay? You can even hear my blade. Listen. Hear it? Okay, it doesn't go. Okay? You have to accelerate. So, and one way to actually feel that acceleration, because you can try to achieve it, which is cool, but just feel the wind in your face. As I'm gliding forward and I've got my chin up, because I want this jump to go up here, correct? So I need to have my head in that angle. First of all, I can't go in like this, okay? And I'm going to accelerate right to the top. And I'm going to feel the wind in my face. As soon as I stop feeling that wind, I've backed off, okay? So that's an easy thing to feel, right? So feel the wind in your face. Because we've got this shape and we're moving through space. I like to use this hinge more than this hinge. So if I'm using this hinge, it's going way back. And all of a sudden, that's basic science. So something goes forward, something goes backwards. Teeter-totter, up and down, action, reaction, however you want to call it. So I like to keep everything pretty stacked. So I can use this hinge to finish, because I like to have a nice long takeoff, and I need to be doing something. I can't just be sitting there on a long takeoff. I got to be busy, okay? So what I like to do is use this hinge here. So I finish that, and the jump's going to benefit anyway. So, but when I've got this shape and I'm gliding through space, okay, again, I'm going to use this glute muscle. I'm going to engage that muscle, okay? So that is engaged. It's engaged while I start moving it. It's still engaged, and then it can release. But if I'm back here and I release that, then this whole cage here, there's lots of room for things to go crazy. So if I keep this right butt muscle firm, and I start moving this foot while it's still firm, and then I get past this quarter, and then I can release. So try that. Just walk, glide forward, feel that muscle, let it stay there, squeeze until you go past.